If you want to build big and define chest without going to the gym and use weights, then gymnastics ring is your best choice. In this video, I'm going to show you the best exercises for a great chest workout using gymnastics rings. The biggest benefit of gymnastics rings training is that you need to stabilize all the time, and thanks to this, more muscle fibers get involved in the work. If you train with your body weight only, you can't get better results than using rings. Of course, it doesn't mean that you can't build muscle without using rings. In fact, you must learn the basics without the rings first, since these exercises are considered pretty advanced. So before you get into these exercises, it's highly recommended to do a complete joint preparation and basic strength program so you can prepare your body for this load. You can find many videos about joint preparation and basic strength on the channel or the complete programs in the app on the link below. And now, let's see the most effective exercises for chest gains with gymnastics rings. The first exercise is the dips. This is one of the best upper body pushing exercises you can do for gains. And the rings execution is a real challenge, especially if you do it with perfect form. The dips work your chest perfectly thanks to the vertical movement, mainly the lower part of it. Besides that, the anterior part of the shoulders and triceps also play a key role. You should only get into ring dips once you can do at least 10-15 reps on the dip bars, since the rings execution can easily cut your reps in half. The proper straight arm support is also an important prerequisite. Start with straight arm support with the rings turned out. Do the dips in the biggest possible range of motion to be able to stretch the chest in the lower end point, but also pay attention to the stable shoulder position. If you let your shoulders shrug, you can get injured, which is pretty common if the dips are not performed properly. To load your chest the best possible way, slightly lean forward as you descend. Push up yourself to the straight arm support in every rep, focusing on the chest contraction. On the advanced level, you can use extra weights or perform Bulgarian dips where you need to drive your hands and elbows further from your body. You can find a dedicated video about this exercise on the channel. Do 6 to 15 reps depending on your level. The second exercise is the elevated leg push-ups. The dips targeted the pectoralis major, especially the lower part of it, and with this exercise you can target the upper part and the pectoralis minor. The elevated leg push-up is basically the bodyweight, close kinetic chain version of the inclined bench press with dumbbells or cables. Set the rings in a reasonable height so you have enough space for your head as you descend to the lower end point, and use a chair or bench for your legs as an elevated surface. The height of the elevated surface is a subject of personal preference, but you should aim to get a 45-degree body angle at the lower end point. Start with straight arm support, depressed and abducted scapulas, tight core and posterior pelvic tilt. Do the push-ups in full range of motion, paying attention to the stretch of the chest at the lower end point where your scapulas should be adducted, then push back yourself to the straight arm support. You can even adduct the rings to contract your chest even more. On the advanced level, you can use weight vests to increase the intensity. Do 10 to 15 reps. The third exercise is the ring flies. You can do this exercise two ways, with straight arms and bent arms. The straight arm version is the gymnast execution that stresses the tissues a lot, and you should only do this exercise if your goal is to improve straight arm strength. If you want to focus more on chest hypertrophy, you should do the bent arm version. In the straight arm version, you will feel your biceps tendon and shoulders more and won't be able to go that deep. However, in the bent arm version, you can go deeper and work your chest way more. The bent arm ring flies is basically the bodyweight, close kinetic chain version of the flies with dumbbells or cables. You can change the intensity with your body position easily. You should start in a higher angle in about 45 degrees, then do it in kneeling, then in the full push-up position. Start in straight arm support with depressed and abducted scapulas, tight core and posterior pelvic tilt. From here, descend to the lower end point with bending your arms until your elbows pass the line of your body and you feel a good stretch in your chest. This will be depending on your shoulder mobility. Push back yourself with control and focus on the contraction of your chest. Do 6 to 15 reps depending on your level. For a complete chest workout, do these exercises 3 to 4 sets in this order. So 6 to 15 reps 3 to 4 times doing dips, 10-15 reps 3 to 4 times doing elevated leg push-ups, and 6 to 15 reps 3 to 4 times doing ring flies. This is a reasonable order if we consider the intensity of the exercises. If you're interested in more gymnast muscle building programs and want to do a complete joint preparation and basic strength program, click the link below and download the Gymnastics Method app in the App Store or Google Play Store, become a member and get full access to all programs, tutorials, daily workouts and much more. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And if you haven't watched my earlier videos about how to build a gymnast biceps or back, watch them on the end screen now.